Now, quick note for Pete. On that tree, the next one up is to be determined. So I will put this into the thing as well, so you've got an idea of what the other ones are, because if you can develop a new one to go after find direction, then you can actually advance in tree. But there's a lot of holes in it.
Yep. Paste it.
So you've both gotten your spell for the day. It's
Nice.
at that point your standard Blitzmar rings or goes off or whatever it does. It begins flashing and vibrating and making a weird, annoying noise.
Our table at Fridays is ready.
Yes.
Take a card, Chris. That's exactly what it is. Now that you look at it like that, you're like, motherfucker. Right. Eventually, the Blitzmar leads you off, and you discover the king and a lot of retinue and a lot of bodyguards, etc. And you're going to be helping to. The king is kind of back, sitting on his thing. The zombie lady, who I'll give a card to the first person who can tell me what her official title is.
Second Doorwood.
Yes, take a card, Pete. Well done. The second doorward zombie lady tells you that
second class.
For the king, you will be helping to judge the competition of bright carvings. It's a carving competition in which everybody makes the best wood carving they can. If you'd like to enter it instead of being a judge, you may. She shows you a table with different pieces of wood and carving knives. Yes, another knife. Apparently, Joshua McKay can visit the zone and pick up 22 different kinds of knives.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. They just hand them out here for some fucking reason. Or put them in your back. Either way. Would you like to enter or judge?
If you lose a competition, what happens?
Good question.
She says, don't be afraid. And
Empathy
looks at you with spite. Okay.
I think I got it, but hold on. Yeah, I got it.
She's upset because she doesn't think anything bad will happen to you.
Oh, okay. I will enter.
Yes, I'll enter as well for the fun of it.
All right. Each of you, give me a critical roll if you have a skill of 60 or higher. If you have a skill of 90 or higher, then you don't need to make quite a crit, but you'll have to make damn good to win this because it's a hard one to win. It's a carving competition.
All right, hold on.
So I'm assuming the skill is wood carving.
Yes.
As opposed to wood crafting.
Wood crafting.
No, it's more in the carving end.
Yeah, just confirming, because I already have wood crafting.
Of course you do. Roll that.
No.
That takes
This
me back
is a
to
duck.
the old campaign where I actually had a wood crafter.
Oh, okay. This lump of wood is a duck.
Yes, that's a wonderful entry, you're told by other judges.
All I do is on a flat piece of board, I carve fa and then a Q.
Excellent. Give me your roll. Maybe I will win. I don't know.
No, that would have been fabulous, though.
That would have been good.
No problem. Right. What happens is all of the carvings, and there are some really beautiful carvings and stuff. All of them are set up. And the judges go through, and eventually the best one is picked. The rest are all taken and put into a big pile in the middle of town square and burned. Then the winner is taken at the by the king in a huge parade to the Hall of Bright Carvings, where it is given to the half-blind curator and locked away, never to be seen again with all the past winners. And then everybody goes back about their days. Neat. So you've got the rest of the night off. There's the mandatory feasting and stuff which is going on. The king seems to have died at the other end of the table, or he's fallen asleep. He has got a half-chewed rib sticking out of his mouth while he dozes. He is far enough away from you that you don't even have to worry about him. Other people are just talking to you, and they're like, "So, you're from Dirt? Was it Dirt? You're from Dirt?
Earth, yeah.
That's different than Dirt?
It's a proper name for the dirt that we come from.
Huh, they say. How is it there? Is it like elemental plane or something?
Populated by only living people.
Yeah, he says.
So what is this world called?
Fa.
It is Fa, is it?
That's right. Basically, you seem to be eating with petty nobility. Okay, not minor nobility, a step down.
So what do they eat, or they just sit there and chat while we eat?
Well, no, they're eating food and stuff. None of the food looks that great. And he says, "Don't worry. After we do the reprovisioning and such, we'll be better." Oh yes. You don't know anything about around here, do you? Or do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, I can take you out and show you if you want, because tomorrow, yes.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the incursion.
What happens during the incursion?
I believe we've been told we're helping the king with that.
Good. Yes, basically, we take what is left of this dimension and force it into another, and then we go out raiding and killing and looting, and we bring supplies and we bring new things. And he looks at the food and new things and tosses over his shoulder. It bounces off one of the glowing red-eyed knights in the background who goes, and everything good comes through incursions. We've been going to some bad incursions, but eventually the king will bring us to somewhere good. Yes.
Where are we going tomorrow? Do you know?
No. It seems to be a semi-random thing, but that is the problem, because the king has never been quite right. That's why they do call him the Mad Fucking King.
Gotcha. Is there any way to know where things, or to predict where it's going to go?
Not that I'm aware of. No, he sits on the throne over the throne, and then is able to do that.
Throne over the throne?
Yes, exactly. It is another throne on top of the roof and such, where you can get a good view of it. At one time, this world was large and complete, but then slowly over the eons, pieces have gone away, and we've had to scrap things to make other things, and we've slowly been eating ourselves until there's only this palace and the teleportation pyramids and giant magnifying glass left.
How long has King Lumsy been the Far King?
He was the Far King fairly recently ago, maybe 20 or 30 years, generations, decades. I'm not sure. I'm not good with time, but before that was his father, Saddam Nuspa. He was the Lich. So he is the Far King, son of a Lich. And of course, his mother, Vivian the vampire, she's still around, but after the Great Lumsy Wars, Lumsy killed his father and ascended the throne. In Fa, that sort of thing is called death by natural causes. Regicide is often counted as such in many places, I have heard.
Tell me, do you know a Neva Cooper?
Yes, isn't she a scribe? How do you know scribes in Fa? Take a card, Pete. Your brain attempts to rebel.
Who's the spell teacher?
Which spell teacher? There's no spell teacher.
I described to him what we were told from the elemental.
That you sit down and have somebody clenching your head with wet sponges?
No. The is that what you're talking about, Logan? Is that what he was talking about? Where we've been going?
Yeah,
I
that's
know
where
where
you've
it
been
is.
going.
I'm on crack.
All right. He thinks you're on crack.
Crack is good.
Do you have any extra?
Not right now.
He looks disappointed.
I have to go back to dirt. When I go back to dirt, I'll pick some up and bring some back to you.
Crack from dirt sounds divine.
Is there... Can we see the throne that he's going to be on when he casts the spell?
Of course.
Okay, take us there.
Yeah, he's bored, so he's happy to. He takes you. He has some bodyguards with him, like half a dozen or whatever, and you guys go up. They don't look as tough as the Fa King Death Knights, by the way. But upstairs, it appears that there is a. Hold on a second. A large flat place on the roof of the palace. Fa itself seems to be a rough equilateral triangle. Each of the points of the triangle has a giant smooth-sided copper pyramid that rises about 3 stories. The size of Fa is roughly half a kilometer squared. The palace itself is a huge Baroque crumbling palace rising between 2 of the pyramids, dwarfing them, and it's double their height. So the palace is like 6 stories tall. Each of the copper pyramids is about 3 stories tall, and there's a heavily rune-encrusted eldritch reflective disc mounted on top of the palace and pointed at the center of this triangular land. The area in the middle of the pyramids are it's got the 3 pyramids in a triangle. In the middle, it's labyrinthine sepulchres, tombs, a rabbit's nest of buildings all tightly packed and loomed over by the pyramids and palace. Creatures that were once men or something else are now little more than rotted corpses, crawl through and over the buildings like maggots on rotten meat. It smells diseased and putrescent. Please give me sandy rolls for observing the horror that is Fa.
Damn necropolis. So yeah, I got it.
1 point if you make it.
Yep.
So you can put it toward whichever kind of undead make you happy.
Undead don't make me happy, but...
Let's see.
I knew a guy once that was very happy with undead.
Let's see.
There's in his sexual perversions.
Oh my god! Oh, the squishy zombie with the lotion in it. Ah! Oh my god! They made it into a fucking device that would squirt lotion around the inside of the zombie while he's having sex.
It was high quality sexual lubricant with a pump that made it so it would be wet all the time for him because he liked to have sex with dead things.
Now that's an insanity there.
Oh yeah.
Killing people's one thing.
I was thinking if Alex Kinley came here, he would be trying to seduce the Dorwood second class.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when we had the crown of undead, so we could make her do whatever we wanted. Which is why I had her rape him over and over again one night, and he loved it. So I mean, what can you do?
Wow.
Was that with Doc Fulton?
Yes.
My God. See, this is why Chris didn't object to the fucking necklace of finger bones. This is rather tame for him. Let's see. The throne itself appears much as the other throne, except on the I forget what it's called, where you put your arms on either side, the hand rests or whatever.
Armrests.
Armrests. There you go. At the end of those are 2 yellow sticks that stick out. They remind you guys of large Atari joysticks from the old ancient Atari systems. Yeah.
And what is it that, like, so if you manipulate the joysticks, what does it look like moves? Or, like, how does the target, is that, like, how it targets?
That appears to change the giant reflector thing, although the guy cautions you not to mess with the throne because if the king was to, or if anybody was to find out, then they would, be angry. But don't worry, he says, you'll see it in action tomorrow.
So does
Yes.
is that what, wherever the reflector goes to, is
No.
that what, okay, so what determines where it goes to?
The will of the king, sitting upon the Fa King throne, to claim it, to own it, to be the Fa King, King of Fa. This is what determines the incursion.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not sure if those little yellow things actually do anything or not. He says, I think the king just likes them.
Interesting.
Empathy rolls. You're -10. His dead face
Great.
doesn't move much, but Chris is used to dealing with the undead, apparently commanding them and having a lot of nasty sex going on. Anyway, right. You guys are thinking that he is leaving out some major shit, and you're not sure if he's even thinking of maybe telling you. Probably not. He's probably get upset if you called him on it. But he's definitely holding shit back.
So, if I were to do this and I wanted to target something specifically,
You
would I go
couldn't.
about doing that? Well, there has to be some way.
No, only the king can make it happen.
So, how many people are sacrificed to make this work? Is it blood magic?
Ooh, you're familiar with blood magic. No, this is not. It is all the will of the king. Yes. He is a wise and good king. He looks at the camera and goes.
So when the incursion occurs, the palace appears in this other realm, does it?
And no, all of the lands of Fa. He gestures toward the fucking tiny area of Fa, which ironically is about the same size as the Vatican, though with less pedophiles. And he says the entire land of Fa will appear.
So, as in, does it appear floating above this other realm, or just takes over some bit of land? Or
I think yes, the second one, yes.
Okay.
If it was floating, that would be ugly.
Well, not necessarily. It might be cool.
Those lands forever?
No, long enough to resupply and grow ourselves. The longer we can stay there, the more we can get. Everything is ready. Everything is prepared. Soon we will reap devastation upon the other.
And assumably, depending on how warlike the other realm is, as to how long you can stay there before they attempt to fend you off.
He goes, "You're really good at this."
So if you went to a realm that didn't have a lot of people to combat what was going on,
then we would suck up everything. We may be able to repair Fa and such, but of course, new zombies are always needed to tend the fields.
Mm-hmm. Have you gone to a realm that is fairly heavy in technology, so magic doesn't work very well?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Okay, I was just curious as to if that causes issues.
He looks confused and concerned, mostly confused, but concerned.
Okay, so have you gone to realms that are more technologically advanced?
No, nobody's more technologically advanced than us. Have you seen our swords?
Very fine.
I pull out my pistol. Is it still a pistol?
Yes.
Yes.
He looked at it and goes, "Nice walnut cracker."
Is there a undead around here, like an undead servant that like is?
Yes, there's one. He's carrying wine and stuff toward you. Give me a willpower ×3 to make it go, and let's see what happens.
Got it.
Roll 2 hit and damage.
10 damage.
The servant's head disappears in a shower of it just blows apart. The servant stops and then collapses, spilling the wine and such on the ground.
What a waste of good wine.
Everybody stares at Doc Fulton's pistol and blinks at the same time, like in the creepiest, most robotic fashion ever.
We're up by the throne, though, right? So is there a lot of people up here?
There's you and the half dozen bodyguards of this guy, and they just all.
I put it away, and we come. Let's go.
Okay.
Quickly.
Right. They just stand there and watch you guys, and give me spot hidden rolls. Lower is better.
Crit.
That's pretty low.
Just make it. Nothing.
All right. Yes. You think that there's something flying over there. Chris, something's flying. It appears to be a flying carpet with a eye inside of a triangle, and it has two people in the kind of business suit robes like the senior people in the Harry Potter thing wore. Mm-hmm. Both of them look a lot like Agent Smith, and they're just flying in toward you guys.
Mm-hmm. We go. Let's go in.
Okay.
Do you want to walk in?
Yes. Make it look like we're a part of what's going on. I'm trying to look nonchalant, but I want to vacate the area ASAP.
All the heads of the watching people swivel to follow you as you head in.
As soon as we get in, I will sprint.
Excellent. Pete, he seems to be freaked out.
Okay, I sprint after him.
Both of you give me sprint rolls. Would you like to A, go try to find the dining again, B, lose yourself in the labyrinthine halls, or C, other?
Where is it? There it is.
I don't make my sprint roll, so we just go quickly.
I keep up with him and...
Yeah, this is not a problem. He is running like a pregnant yak.
Yes, I make my sprint roll, but yes.
Mm-hmm. No problem. He's hurrying as fast as he can. Where to?
What's wrong? What's the commotion?
I have upset the balance of technology versus magic, clearly, since it's a high magic zone. And since I use technology, it is like using magic in a non-magic zone. It has summoned whatever tries to keep the order here. I don't know if they're good or bad.
Those MIBs that we saw in the video turning up in modern San Angeles.
Yeah.
Both of you take 2 cards for correctly analyzing the situation. The MIBs are walking down the stairs. You are not nearly far enough away from the stairs, and you're pretty sure they can spot you due to the labored breathing of Doc Fulton. Apparently, he's just getting old. And we go into standard combat. They are at a decent range because you immediately fled, which is probably the only thing saving your butt. Heroes are first, villains are second. Note, innocents will get in the way of combat if possible. Misses automatically hit innocent. Approved action, ranged attacks. Right. Both of them are pulling out their wands this round. Right. Doc, what are you doing? They are ways away back. Running. Give me a sprint. McKay, what do you do?
Following the doc.
Good.
I make my sprint roll this time.
Next round, you can round a corner, which would be awesome. McKay, make his?
I need to make another one?
Please.
No, I start lagging behind him.
He falls behind, going, save me. And
that's all right. Keep going.
Right. Let's see. Doing something silly and ranged attacks are for some reason approved. Heroes are first. If you want, you can, like Chris, you can just go around and take cover. McKay, if you can make a sprinting roll, then you can be into cover. Chris, you can just pretty much simple action into cover now if you would like.
I simple action into cover, and I like make the little nipple things with my thumbs. Go. Ring, ding, ding, ding.
He's doing that when you fucking desperately round the corner, Pete. It is the most off-putting thing. I mean, death is one thing, but to have somebody go when you're round the corner.
Motherfucker. NPC, the GM's choice, gets 5 hero and refills his hand.
Woo!
Oh,
I know who it is. Let's see. Deal 4 to Logan. Yay, Logan. Yay. Yay.
Now the question is, if we were to run into the throne room,
Yes.
because we're guests.
Yes. Ask Doc Fulton. Let's put it that way. He might have an idea on what to do.
Appears to be hiding from him, but
Did you make your sprint roll and getting around the corner, or are they shooting at you?
no, I did not.
Cool. Right. They are shooting at you at a big negative because you are quite a ways away because you guys didn't let the moss grow under you. But two of them shoot at you. Pew, pew, pew. Ah! McKay burst into flames, taking 1 point of damage. Ow. It flames out.
I will not waste that negate spell, negate card on it.
I was going to say the description really just didn't quite match with the damage.
I took more damage learning a spell this morning. Is that the best you can do?
Right. And now we go to next round. Heroes are first. Defending is approved, unless you want to stick your head out and try to give them a negative and another negative, and then dodge. That way you can get a card. Otherwise, if you wish to continue fleeing, you may do so.
Are the guests looking at us or no?
You are not yet there. In fact, getting back to the ballroom will require either direction sense, memory, or navigation, because there's a lot of fucking corridors. Apparently, this kingdom specializes in broke-ass corridors.
Okay.
Better than mountains in that case, I guess.
I will wait. So he's with me now again, right?
He's just waddled around in time to see the nipple dance.
All right. And let's go back to the ballroom, and I'm going to use a memory roll to try to get there. I have no idea where I'm going.
No problem. He begins running down some corridors and stuff. And as he's running down it, you notice that he's going by and there's all these windows that look out over the city. And for some reason, there's like a breeze blowing out, and it's blowing out this white billowy stuff. And he's running by and kind of looks like slow motion. Like, and so he's running down the corridor. And
use the glitch mark?
He says, both of you guys give me sprint rolls as you sprint down.
I can only say 3 words, so.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I fall.
Chris goes,
oh, no, I don't. I just walked slow. I wasn't,
not quite a fumble? Damn. No problem. The bad guys are attempting to sprint over to closer to the corner. Closer. They have not yet rounded the corner to open fire on you guys. You will have a chance to, Pete will have a chance to, wait, did both of you fail? Oh, you guys suck at this. No wonder you're running in slow motion. It's the corridor with all the blowing curtains and stuff. You realize at this point, with horror, that you're trapped in an 80s video. Next round.
Well, who's got the bright eyes here?
Oh, and he remembers it. Take a card.
Oh yeah, I knew what you were talking about before.
Oh my god!
I didn't want to interrupt your flow previously.
Wow. Heroes are first and have a chance of getting knocked down if they take damage. Nothing good's approved. Villains take cybernetic overload. They have no cyber stuff. Give me sprint rolls if you'd like to get away from the bright eyes montage. Or would you like, Chris, if you fail, then you turn around. Bright eyes.
Yay!
Pete runs off and goes around the corner. Right.
I will. Memory, you say?
God damn it! Bad guys are been slowed down just by the force of the song.
Nope, I've got no idea where to where
So
we're going in.
neither of you, both of you think you know the right way, and you're heading toward it, you believe. This is, in fact, an error. So, no problem. And we go into next round. The bad guys appear to be working on losing you or going slow or whatever. Wow, you guys are lucky as shit. Villains are first, heroes are second, maneuvers approved, and good news, there are multiple ropes and stuff on your side, which is great because there's a big fucking missing floor, and the hallway continues on the other side, which also has ropes on it. So it appears that in order to cross this, you need to grab a rope and swing across the hallway, which it looks like if you were to miss it, it's not instant death, but it is a nasty fall, and there's a lot of like jagged stuff sticking out down there. You do see one lone zombie working on very patiently moving small objects that it can handle because it's missing an arm over to somewhere else where they're being cleaned by a different zombie. So in another couple 100 years, this room may be clean. But in the meantime, in order to cross it, I'm going to need some sort of wild ass maneuver roll, please, as you Indiana Jones your way across the. It just shows a big fucking furrow.
Yep, by half.
All right, let's see. Chris, roll 2d6 of damage and luck roll to see if it's half and half or all real.
I'm going to spend a pause.
Oh, god damn it. Just fall into.
Got
Shows
it.
them like, oh, you made it? Holy shit, you've got a lot of maneuver. Right.
I think it's my tag skill currently.
Okay. You guys are now on the other side. Yeah. The agents, as you call them, attempt to fucking run down the hallway with all the curtains. Right. One of them is doing the really slow. He's been caught in the molasses that is Bright Eyes. The other one, however, is coming around and looks at the ropes.
He doesn't get caught in the corner in the curtains on a 99.
Sure, I like that better. Yes, the curtains suck him. Actually, no, this is fought. Bad shit could happen. He makes basically like a saving throw type of. Oh no!
Ooh.
The curtains literally catch him and eat him. This is far. Chris is like, yeah, I can see that happening, and Father just. The other one looks back like, and looks at you guys. Next round, if the villains are first, he may get to shoot at you with his wand. Otherwise, you can easily run out of the room. Heroes are first and hasted. Laughing evilly and rubbing your hands together for one of your two actions is approved.
And then I run.
Both of you guys take a card. That's fucking.
Damn it! I don't run.
Yeah. I sprint really nicely.
Right. He takes a shot at Chris. He's going for the ass here with his wand as he shoots Chris in the ass as Chris is like moseying out. Oh, God, he got Chris in the ass. Chris burst into flames. Well, not too badly. It looks like you farted so bad that it blew out the back of your pants and lit them on fire simultaneously. That helps propel you out of the room, though.
I'll play negate.
God damn it, the agent thinks. He looks at his wand.
The curtain got in the way.
Well, yeah. So we now go to next round. Letting out a battle cry is approved. Heroes are first knocked down. Chris, by the way, you can simple action your way out of the rest of it and then do a battle cry if you want. Pete, you can do whatever you want.
I'll simple action out of the room and then battle cry.
Let's hear your battle cry.
Die, Smith!
Pete.
Hang on a second. I can't remember what the hell it is. Prepare for Chinese fury.
It shows the agent look at the camera. Both of you guys take a card. The agent attempts to do the rope swing. Let's see how that works out. Oh, I drew a no card instead of the rope swing. Here we go. The agent has lost you. They are now on a whole different level. Combat is done. However, being melodramatic is approved for the very last round.
Oh, I cannot believe we made it out of there.
Oh my God! What the hell's going on? Where are we? What's going on?
Both of you guys take a card. That is fucking lovely.
Yeah, I need to
And then reduce your hand back to 6.
Yes.
God damn it. Everyone but you discards all their cards immediately. No trading.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
Wow. Yeah, apparently a simple rope swing is enough to get away from stuff.
So, can we use that Blitzmar to find our way back to the ballroom?
Ballroom, it's got an arrow on it, but you don't know where it's taking you. It doesn't say where it's taking you.
Is there any skeletons around or any like servants or?
Eventually, you find one who's re-cleaning the same painting. The painting itself is long since worn away, as has part of the wall behind it, but it's just continuing to scrub the same.
Take us to the ballroom.
Please.
Right.
Well, we get back to our room, and then we can use one of the 2 servants that are waiting for us there to get back to the ballroom.
Exactly.
Take a card, Chris. That's good thinking. This thing does not seem really to answer.
It's doing its last task, and
and fucking it up.
Quick question. That play immediately, which was everyone discards their cards, does that include NPCs?
Oh, yeah. It does say everyone, doesn't it?
hold on. Let me look at it.
Oh, please.
Yeah, just clarify
Everyone
the
but
wording
you
on it.
discards all their cards immediately. No trading.
That's a pity. I was going to play a replenish from the NPC. Ooh, well. That fucking painted his wagon. Gonna paint his wagon. Gonna paint it good.
But he or she does have hero points.
So, right. You get back to your room. The skeletons are there.
Can you take us to the ballroom?
Then they attempt to find the ballroom with you in tow. Let's see if they both agree. No, they have disagreed on which way the ballroom is. Eventually, one of them hits the other one. And then the other one hits the other one and points. And they're pointing
How
in
about we go
different
to
directions.
one, and then if it's not there, we go to the other.
Take a card for diplomatically solving it. 1, 2, and 3, then the one you're going to now is the correct one. Otherwise, yeah. So you get there as the servants are clearing up the stuff. You've been wandering around for hours. Right, you get there. It appears that the ball has ended and everybody's fucked off back to wherever they go. Yeah, servants are clearing away things, but one does offer you half a basket of bread.
I'm going to play a lock it in. I have 2 victories, prestige only.
Nice.
This will be a profitable mission for you if you can finish it tonight. Well, today, whichever your time zone you're in. You know what I mean.
All right, so everyone's gone. So I ask, is there a library here?
Right. Let's see. Your skeletons attempt to take you to a library, and you are never seen from again. Eventually, you have to use your Blitzmars. You're both that tired to get back to your room.
Okay.
Yes. Your skeletons are wildly incompetent, and this place is a literal maze. The Blitzmar really does a good job, though, and your putter's haunted. So eventually, you get back to your room and have a good night's sleep. You've earned it and been walking for literally 6 hours.
All
So
right.
morning comes.
Wait, before morning, I want to do a couple things.
Does anybody need to heal?
I do.
Yes.
Go, willpower rolls. Yes. By the way, since you guys both walked around in the Palace of Fa for so long, it is not all bad. You pick up Fa King Palace lore. It starts at your learn, plus you get a check in it. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay. And also you picked up a small hatred for your maids. Yay. They're inept.
So before we sleep, I'm going to try some things.
Very well.
I'm going to try to. I'm going to walk into the door a couple times.
By the way, if you guys are wanting to try to teach each other shit, that is a good way to get a check in the spell thing and teaching.
Yes.
Without using a lot of magic points, hopefully. You can try to teach one thing per day to each other. So each of you gets one try at it, but it's like it's another way to get another check possibly in one of your skills without using magic points. But you can only try to teach one person one thing per day, which is still freakishly fast increase. So have fun with that.
Did you do your sword trick, your dagger trick today?
I did not do it successfully, no.
Okay.
I did not do any magic today successfully.
That's a spirit.
Oh, I know what I can do it on. A spell that's lasting. I go up to one of the skeletons that are servants. Can I try to dispel the animate dead on this?
All right.
Ooh. You sure about this?
Got it.
Right. It falls to pieces. The other one looks at it and walks over to the room with the coffins, opens the door, goes in, comes out with a broom and dustpan, and begins cleaning it up.
I was waiting for I was half expecting a silent scream from it.
Oh, well, apparently a lot of hatred got generated in the last big going around the palace thing, so it ain't saying shit.
All right.
I'm going to try to establish contact with my putter.
I contact my putter.
Is it just willpower to establish so I can talk to it?
Times one. If you can't do it, maybe, well, nobody can touch your putter. Yeah. He tries to become one with his putter, but he is still two with his putter. So that's one over par.
All right. So, and there's like just random things around, like there's a vase on the other side of the room.
Yep.
I'm going to concentrate really hard and try to push it over. No.
Do you have a spell for that?
Yeah. It's just usable on a different thing.
Good.
So it worked. The willpower goes through.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I get it.
No. Willpower. That's a fumble.
You're done with your other thing spells, yes. So, Pete, you're already expended all your magic points for the day?
Yeah, I was down to 2 magic points, so yes.
Good deal. Right. Chris, you all done with your magic points?
No. I'm going to try one more thing.
You guys can almost write up a training schedule and then just do your X number of rolls per day.
Hold real still.
Okay.
Nope. 2. Got it.
He goes, and he appears to be pleased, Pete. Nothing really happened there, but he appears to be well pleased. You look at him. He looks at you. He's happy.
I'll try to teach him how to do that spell.
Okay.
And this is what happens.
Oh, wait. No, that's a special
Oh, that's an ability. Never mind. You are correct. I forgot. That is an ability.
Yeah.
Oops.
Nope.
Okay. Bedtime.
When he starts moving again, the skeleton just kind of cocks its head a little bit. Keep in mind, it does not work under direct observation from that. But if somebody else was to come in, well, yeah. But right, you guys go to bed. Give me willpower rolls. Lower is better. This is heal, heal, heal.
Times 1.
Go team.
Times 3. That's right. I was only down 1 point.
Oh, you're fine now. And it's morning once again. You've got time to A, practice spells, B, to go to spell trainer, and then C, go see what all the hubbub is, bub.
All right, let's try phasing. Phase is a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I'd be fucking doing phase every goddamn day until I had nothing else would get cast until I mastered that shit.
Yay, third one.
Gonna go walk into the door for no apparent reason.
Let's see.
Willpower times 1.
Sorry, you know what? Can't tell you how I did it though.
Shit.
And you're done with that.
3,
And then I'm gonna try to contact my
4,
putter. Nope.
9. Try and put my dagger away for safekeeping.
Shows the PCs. And, everybody's concentrating on the same thing, and it just shows a smoking crater. All right, somebody's worked. Whose was it?
So, do you want to go sacrifice some more blood and get another spell?
Why not? Hang on a sec. I'm still burning magic points.
Might want to keep a couple. We might need them.
Yeah, I'm keeping a couple. I'm down to 6, so I was just going to try a couple of extinguish fires. Extinguish fire is 23.
I feel a little sorry, Chris, for people who are not in the know on all this weird shit that you guys are going through now, but
yeah, no.
Matt will love it.
Keep 4 for the moment, in case I need them.
If Kevin plays, he'll like it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Spank, dude. He signed up for a bunch of shit, and then
he's really sick.
Is he? I figured it might be that, but he didn't contact me even via Facebook saying, I'm really sick. Sorry. So I figured he must be so sick he cannot contact me. He's been to the hospital a couple times. God damn. That is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's bad.
Got other stuff going on his mind.
Yeah. I would gladly ditch the game if I was going to a hospital. There would be no real, So, right. Are you guys done with your puttering around? Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the spell trainer.
Okay. You guys go there and bit of exploration. Right. Okay, who wants to go in first?
Go ahead.
All right.
Right, you do yourself 3 real hit points. Give me a first aid roll to avoid losing any additional hit points.
Is there?
Because you guys are bringing bandage and shit.
Oh.
Roll a D3 minus 1.
Ouch.
Blood.
So that's down to there.
Push back carefully. Sound the gong.
Oops, no, that's down to there.
Something horrible laps it up, and then they stick wet, fucking squishy suckers in your head and roll a sanity roll. Yeah, you say.
Yes.
1 point. And what would you like to have stuck in your head? Do you want me to name them again, or do you remember them?
Name them again.
Air, control, darkness and light, disorientation, earth, empathy, fire, gate and time, healing, knowledge, magical defense, necromancy, negation, pocket, sound. Warning, you should not choose stuff you've already got, like pocket.
I assume that.
Yeah.
Let's go with empathy.
Right. A new needle of white hot in your brain. Give me a sandy roll. Ah, it hurts.
Yes. Out of curiosity, does the needle in the brain pain count towards torture?
If you lose sanity toward it, but 0 if you make it. So sure, you can put it toward torture. I'm good with that.
Okay. I was just trying to work out if it was what it might equate to.
You said empathy?
Yes, I said empathy.
Okay. Wow. Right. You pick up a new spell and get to work on yet another tree. See, I'm passing off the work onto the players because I can't create everything. Your new spell, I will read off for the benefit of the studio audience. Sense Life. Casting time 1 round. Range 20-meter radius around the caster. Duration instant. Magic point cost 2. You get a quick glimpse of where every being is that has, quote, life force. Now, here's the downside of the empathy tree. Copy. Boom. There you go. To be determined is next up.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole lot of to be determineds in it. But still, even just having sense life, if you were good at that, under the right circumstances, it's a cheap, good way of going, he's right behind the door. So,
Yes.
or knowing if somebody's home when you're trying to do your Jehovah Witness thing. They're laying on the floor of the living room pretending to be dead. So, meanwhile, Chris, would you like to go and see this dude before you get called away to other
You
things?
learned gate and time is how you learn phase, right?
Yes.
All right. That's much too useful to not have ASAP.
Yes.
Right. So, Chris, give me a first aid roll to avoid losing more.
Got it.
Okay, so 3 hit points go away. Then give me a sandy roll as big squishy suckers wet down the side of your face, on the side of your head.
Got it.
Okay, 1 point. And then you choose gate and time. Do you need phase pasted in there again?
Nope. As soon as you did, I copied it, pasted it, put it on a notebook.
Smart. And then give me a sandy roll for white hot needle in the brain.
Insane in the membrane. Got it.
Good
Insane
news.
in the brain.
For that one, you've got a few different things you can pick up before you get to be determined.
Okay.
And that's your first overlapping thing too. Interesting. So
yeah,
overlapping.
Well, at about, let's see, 1, 2, 3. If you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, if you get to the 4th level of spell, then that is also existing in a different tree.
Oh, okay.
So you can, if you've already got it from their tree, then you go straight to the next spell, which in this case is to be determined. But
okay,
yeah. Now this has some definitely nice spells in it. You are correct in taking it. So right, and then eventually your Blitzmar begins to blitch.
all right. This is going to be interesting. So, Doc,
yeah.
Are we concerned about what's going to happen, and do we want to interfere?
Take card for asking the question.
So as we're walking, because this place is huge, we can walk and talk.
Yes.
Part of me was thinking about talking to the Fa King and telling him all about the little village of numbers.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
And if that got stuck in his head is a good place to go, to have Fa go there and consume that land would be so fucking satisfying to me.
That's an interesting premise. I mean, I am concerned about what would happen to the residents there, who are there against the prisoners.
People. Their background it doesn't matter. There's only one way out, and it's supposed to be a prison. So everyone's there for a reason, for doing something bad somewhere, somehow, and they're trying to like make each other robots and like try to make their existence longer, like whoever number one is. So if the Fa King comes, all he wants to do is make his existence in his realm longer. So if he destroys that realm, it's kind of like we're destroying a lesser evil with a greater evil that's not really going to go anywhere else for a long time.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, did you notice that place seemed to have people there from different time zones?
Yeah. It's a prison. People from all over come there.
Yeah, but not just from the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pete, give me an evidence analysis roll because you dug a little deeper than others do when you were visiting.
Evidence analysis. No.
What does it all mean? I'm giving you guys time to discuss and plan because
yeah.
you do have a bit of a walk.
Now, also, I mean, it'll be rough there for them anyway because that's a non-magic zone.
The shift begins.
It could make weird things happen. I mean, agents could just start spilling in there, and it could be like some huge intrazonal war for a while, especially with all the undead that are here.
Yes. Well, I know where the gate is in that place to get out of there.
Yeah, we both do. So we could always GTFO if we needed to.
Yeah.
You believe that you're already now traveling through space and time. The shift has begun.
We need to get up there and talk about it fast then. I start running.
Give me a sprint roll. McKay just looks at you.
Sorry, the internet was playing up there, so I had a couple of freezes.
No, it's more fun that way if you just look at them like.
So I didn't get quite everything for that 30 seconds. No, I fall behind as he sprints ahead.
He's intentionally slowing you down, but the bad news is he has the Blitzmar, so only he knows where he's going.
Right.
Yeah, that's all right. Hopefully I won't lose sight of him. But
we can only go as fast as you can travel.
Right. Yeah. You're traveling at the speed of the slowest dude right now.
Pushing him. Come on. Come on.
No, just go. I'll just get somebody else to take it.
There's nobody else around. Everybody's doing stuff.
That's fine. It's better if we're there together anyway.
All right.
Eventually, you guys arrive back on the roof, a huge crumbling Baroque palace rising over between two pyramids, dwarfing them, doubling them in height. A huge eldritch rune-encrusted reflective disc is mounted atop the palace and pointed to the center of the triangular land. The area in the middle of the pyramids are basically the big sepulcher, as Doc Fulton pointed out, and things crawl around in there. The king's throne and all of those liches on either side are there, and the door ward says, "Now you shall see what few living ever have. Stay here, do not move or speak, and you shall be safe. For if you do not interfere, the king has guaranteed your safety."
So how close are we to the throne?
Pretty close, meaning about 10 meters. That seems to be
slowly walked towards the throne, talking
as soon as you put a foot forward, the door ward begins to move its hand down toward its knife, and you see a lot of Death Knights kind of slowly moving. It's like, oh, he's wanting to move forward. We all move forward a step. Like, oh, we're going to cut him down because they seem rather defensive of the king while he's concentrating, playing with his yellow sticks on his throne. He seems to be in deep concentration right now.
All right, so I'll just speak loudly.
Do not speak, says the door ward again.
I continue speaking about, but here, not,
not
getting any closer.
Okay. As he's talking about the fun of going to the village, beams of yellow light begin to shoot out of the disc above your guys' heads, and the beam of light then goes to the middle, and then it begins swirling out toward the three pyramids. He continues urgently.
I'm going to play Analyze Device.
Fuck you in that card.
You gain a vague notion of how something works. This card does not give any skill in this device. The GM may opt instead to give one property of the device. Play as desired.
Right. The Fa King throne is like a limited wish type thing that in this case has all been channeled into moving the entire kingdom through the dimensions, utilizing strange energies, which I'm going to put up here as soon as I can find this thing. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Right. Wait a minute. Did I put two guys in there? Yay. So yeah, it's something that you pretty much have to. There has to be something special about you to allow you to operate this thing. It's like the spacing guild in Dune. You had to be one of the spacing guild people to move the ships. It's like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, the yellow beam goes into the middle and then it stops above the city, and then it begins to send out tendrils toward the pyramids. And
Logan, hold on.
go
Before
on.
that continues,
Mhm.
okay, so I've been through some gates. Now I know a little bit about gate magic because I have some. I was told the coordinates to the room that we're at. Knowing this, can my character figure out using that formula what the location of the village is using that, so I can say that out loud?
No, you don't know the exact coordinates of the village.
Okay.
You've been through it. I mean, if you got critical on your analyze magic, then you'd have something vague to blurt out.
Well, I can always just try to roll and hope, but
yeah.
I was hoping you had
No.
I was hoping you had the it's a critical card, so you could say, "Here you go, Logan, critical."
Yeah. He yells 8675309. The king looks mildly.
I'm not a number. I am a free man.
The smoke things coming out of the center of the village that are swirling toward the pyramids take on this form.
Oh shit.
Please give me sanity rolls as you have seen the yellow sign.
Yellow sign.
The door ward says, "Tell me, have you seen the yellow sign?"
100.
It's 1 point if you make it, D6 if you fail it, and keep in mind, freak or run probably means that you're going to be throwing yourself off of a 6-story tall.
Yeah, I might blow a hero to re-roll that.
Even if the fall doesn't kill you, what comes later will. It says.
Fuck.
Hey, well, I'm not. You haven't gotten the flight or freak yet, but
yeah, I'll make my sand roll.
Yeah, it's only D6. Your chances of rolling a 5 or 6 are slim. Awkward. Yellow sign max is 12, so you're halfway there, right?
Watch my hero points bleed away. One, that's a lot better.
Oh, God damn it.
So what's that towards?
That goes toward the yellow sign. Max of 12. A rift begins to...
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that in the modern San Angeles, there was that play and stuff. That, and we had to make a sand roll for the king in yellow then.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. The Pallid Mask, the deaths in France at the North Star Theater.
Yeah, that one.
I'm sure don't worry. It's going to be fine. Our studio is going to get the rights to the play, and we're going to make a movie about it, I'm sure.
Yes.
The door ward approaches you guys with a big rolled up huge carpet. 4 undead are carrying it. The door ward is not carrying it. They set it down, begin unrolling it. They find an old corpse inside, which they seem rather surprised by this, but kick it out. The door ward says, "Take this flying carpet. The city and our lands shall at last be lost. The king shall do what he has been trying to do and has now done. We are done." As he's saying this, the wind begins whistling by, and it appears that, give me spot hidden rolls for more detail to see what's going on. Everybody appears really surprised except for the door ward, the king, etc.
No, I don't see anything. I'm just staring at the carpet.
The
I might make my spot hidden roll.
Magic carpet.
Right, Pete. Several interesting things are going on. First, you know how ants can like clomb together and then make like a floaty deal and go places? imagine a whole bunch of different bugs and stuff, some of which are the size of like, buses, are doing this and are doing the big floaty deal with lots and lots of bugs. And then in the distance, you see a bunch of ships with red flags that have an inverted black V or chevron on them that are currently firing cannons at the bugs. But it appears that after a while, this giant mass of land is crashing into the bugs, and it's going to begin sinking and taking them down like Atlantis going beneath the waves.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes.
What are they called? Where is it? ISO trucks.
Yes, exactly. Well done. Take a card. The door ward says, you have only gotten...
I was just going to say, Doc, they're crashing into a whole heap of ISO trucks.
I don't know what those are.
They're insects that people seem to hate. They were in the Beastkin Wild West as well.
Potentially as he says elsewhere. That, the island settles on it, and the mass of this huge thing, way too much for the bugs, so the whole thing is going to be sinking. And you see musicians are showing up with instruments. One hands the king a fiddle and a bow. And
damn it.
Yeah, that's a bitch. And the king's inner circle and servants begin to line up as the king is going to play the fiddle, and the strange creatures are like, all the undead are like attacking the bugs. The bugs are attacking the undead. Give me Sandy roll for bugs versus undead. Pretty much brain trying to leak out.
So the bugs, Logan, is that from the other place where I was doing cyber tech, and there was things in space?
No, these are actual bugs, not metal ones.
Okay.
Although there seems to be spaceships, some sort of spaceships or something shooting at them. So there seems to be high tech here.
No. You recognize the sails on the ship, Pete.
Oh, they were actual ships with sails. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about.
You know who is on those ships, as a matter of fact. It appears to be the Royal Armada.
Okay. So they're the Genovian Armada.
You do see the pairs, the special pairs on one of the flags.
Question.
Yes.
So Loomsy starts playing. Is he casting a spell?
No, he isn't. He is actually playing this song here that you can watch on YouTube. Enjoy. I'll wait. And line dancing is going on. The door ward is singing the female part.
Sorry, I got a stupid ad playing.
Sorry.
So the machine is casting the spell at this point, right?
No, there's no spell being cast. You are where you meant to be.
Okay. And so they went to the lands we were just at, and they're attacking those lands?
Kind of. A better way to... Hold on a minute. Let Pete listen to a little bit of this.
Yeah, no, I know the song, but yeah.
Okay, great. Yes, they are playing that song. Basically, what's happening is... give me evidence analysis to have me fucking explain it. Yes.
Correct.
Okay, I'll explain it. Right. Apparently,
that'll be good. It'll be good for the audience as well for you to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. For Pete, the explanation is he went wildly off course and really hates bugs. He has turned the palace into a giant can of Raid. So,
Raid?
Chris, here's what you believe the story is that Loopsy was trying to destroy Fa. And he has done that by taking them to shitty place after shitty place, as they mentioned earlier, and they weren't able to regrow their lands and stuff. And now it's gotten small enough, and he has managed to fucking hit an ocean and the bugs. So now nobody has time to do anything except fight the bugs while sinking a huge bug island, basically. And it appears that you guys have two choices. Either you real quick learn to fly a flying carpet or die.
I jump on the flying carpet. So there's a lot of things dying right now, right?
There is a Lord of the Rings size battle going on between undead and bugs from Starship Troopers.
And the yellow sign, what is happening with the yellow? Like,
it's beginning to flicker, and like part of it disappears as like the pyramid is being eaten by the bugs and stuff, and it's just the island is literally breaking up and falling apart as it's sinking this huge biomass of bugs.
Okay, I'm good.
Pete, you're thinking on the carpet might be better than off the carpet at this point.
I'm also thinking we might want to get to our suite and get our gear.
You're thinking there's not enough time. You will definitely die if you go running back to the suite.
So, Logan, I am going to do my best to call the attention of all of this death and all of this life energy being expelled and all this magic being used. And I'm going to try to call the attention to Yig to try to absorb upon such things, since I was once a follower of hers, whatever.
Wow. I want a willpower critical roll. Just a crit. Just make a crit. Otherwise, you just sit there, look around with a fond, happy memory. Unless you roll a fumble.
I'm going to play a skill 5.
God damn it.
Nah.
Hooray. Yig does not come back into the campaign. Hooray. Fucking Yig. So, right. Who wants to work on the carpet shit?
Since I know how to fly a flying car, and I can look at this and enforce my magical, like how to use magic or how to analyze spellcrafting, how do I try to use this?
I'll tell you what. Okay, so you're taking control. Give me a willpower times 5 to start it up. Great. Now, you can use your flying car roll to support your new skill, pilot flying carpet.
Okay, got it.
God damn.
-30, and then I need this is when I really need that roll. Nope, fail.
You hope somebody else can fucking fly the carpet, because you know you're hovering, but to make the carpet go somewhere, help me.
Well, at least we're not going to sink into the ocean.
No, but you might get eaten by like some of those big bugs coming over the side.
Right.
Especially how some of them shoot stuff out of their ass that like hits the undead and begins to dissolve them. Doesn't look good. You're thinking you'd really like Pete to try his hand at flying the carpet.
Why don't you try?
Sure.
Your buttholes are fucking puckering so hard right now that you could make a fucking diamond.
Where's me thingy?
Good news, you're gonna have more than one chance at this.
I don't know how this thing works.
No problem. You're gonna have a total of 4 more chances, like total, not each. 4 more chances before the bugs pretty much come over and eat you.
Just as an aside, I'm just going to play the man has unexpected connections.
Okay.
To climb on top. Well,
try, since I actually can support the skill with a different flying skill.
Of course.
Go for it.
All right.
No problem. Actually, Pete, I know who your man has unexpected connections activates. Holy shit. Chris.
Well done.
Just as the bug is like, and Chris goes, and the bug's like firing shit and he's dodging it and shit. And wow, there's nothing really holding you on this carpet. So I'd be careful about the dodging in the future. But it looks like it's not a very good carpet. And Chris, your choices of places to fly: A, the ships; B, the ocean.
Ships.
Great. You also notice that flying carpets do shit over water. As soon as you, like, while you're over the land, that in the biomass, it's doing good. As soon as you hit the water, it's like somebody fucking pulled out the engine and you're just coasting and slightly going down. So since you rolled not one, now roll a flying carpet at plus 20, and you catch the shockwave also.
Nope.
No problem. You're wildly careening out. You may end up, if you are, give me a luck roll, see if you hit the side of the ship, flop onto deck.
Negative 30.
Okay, Pete, how's your luck doing? I'm curious to see if you end up upside down in the rigging, because Chris made an amazing pilot, just couldn't land it worth a shit.
Make my luck roll, but just normal.
No problem. Yeah, Pete's in the rigging. He likes it there. Chris rolls up, and he's laying there looking up, and it just shows the scene with a whole bunch of swords pointed at him. And that's end of adventure. They're all, by the way, it's a bunch of rhino-headed people with the number 6 on them and stuff. And as you're hanging upside down in the rigging looking at them, you see Princess Danny go, Australian.
Way better.
She's rather surprised that you come to crush the bugs with a giant island. So, end of adventure. It is a prestige mod. So discard any cards you no longer love and refill.
Yeah, what were you saying about the man with connections card?
Oh, you played that. That gives you a connection with somebody there.
No. Clump gives me climatization.
Oh, great. Genovia. There you go. Great. Write down you're climatized toward Genovia. Because everybody wants to be climatized toward Genovia, which is where the ships are sailing unless you beg them to turn them around or whatever. It's up to you.
That's all right. We'll go to Genovia.
Yeah, I'm going to have to work on Genovia. Ain't that a bitch?
Yes, either that or I fall asleep on the ship and wake up somewhere else.
This is also a great possibility. Yes, you may well indeed, because Yana and Jeremy are somewhere else. So yes, you will wake up somewhere else. But
yes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Either way, Princess Danny is very fucking happy with you. Be sure to make a note of that, and you as well, Chris, because they were having a rough time with the fucking biomass island that was coming to kill them, and you guys just kind of showed up and went, huzzah, we crush it.
So under favors, because you were doing it differently, so I assume we note down Princess Danny.
Yes. Pretty much just mark down that she is actually toward the knight, she is super well disposed toward you. For Chris, she'll probably move him up to knight status.
All right, so how many favors?
I'm not really doing that way.
Oh, when we helped Elliot out, you told us 5 favors.
Elliot, yes.
Elliot Goldstein, you told us to note down 5 favors for him.
For her, don't worry about it. I know what she's all about. Basically, you're both knights, and you're going to be getting some land, and he will be working for you or with you or fighting with you. I don't know. Something will happen. Something
hopefully have nothing to do with the illegitimate child.
So, right. Discard any cards you don't like and refill your hand if you haven't already.
Yeah, no, I refilled because I didn't have any.
Hooray.
Red in there, which is what's behind door number 2. Draw the top 10 cards, play immediately cards.
You may end up getting some yin yangs. Yay.
Yeah, let me just check to see if there's a nope.
Well, you locked in those 2 victories already, right?
Yeah. I don't know if Chris has got anything decent there that he doesn't want to lose. Beginning round to either flip.
It's a good question, because the yin yangs at this point may actually help you. I don't know.
Yeah, replenish.
I have a hero's choice, which would be +1 pause, and I have a prestige victory.
Okay. Oh man.
Everyone gets to discard, and I've got to replenish.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a nope, unfortunately.
Notes or anything?
Sorry?
No notes?
No notes. You don't have any notes, Chris?
Nope. So you have to draw 10 and.
Yep. And assuming it'll go in the order that they come in. 10 cards. No reds. Woohoo!
Wow.
So then you just dump all those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me just make sure. Yep. So that one and that one and that one and that one and that one. All right. So I've got to replenish, but do you want to just sit on what we've got and not risk them?
Mm.
I mean,
Good
I'll just
question.
get another 2 pause. You'll get 1 pause. So I say we go for it. Just why not?
All right.
It's just like with the deck of many things. You fucking ride it until you end up dead.
That's right.
All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
That's right,
Get rid
Nick.
of that.
I want all the cards, please. I can only have up to 4. I'll take 8.
Get rid of that.
We played 52 pickup that one time.
I do
All right.
remember that.
No reds, which is good. Damage, nada. Inadmissible evidence. Fancy moves, nothing. I got nothing.
Chris, get any more stuff?
Hold on. No.
Okay, so it's 1 victory, plus you got the 2 from locked in, so it's 3 victories total, plus 3 pause, so that's 6, and Chris gets 7.
Yep.
Not a bad haul.
Not a bad haul at all.
Puts me at 35 overflow too.
Yeah,
Ooh, Chris is getting close.
7 overflow now.
Okay.
I think Matt still has me by a couple.
Yeah,
Matt is the first one to hit the first special power from overflow.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
he did get it. Yeah. I just so you know, I do allow people to spend because my original plan was to have the first roll be stymied, no hero points spent, and then the second roll you can spend hero points on the third, you can just choose it. But the powers are happening so rarely that I'm like, fuck it, I'll tell you the title, and you decide if you want to go with that or reroll. I'm not gonna give all the details and stuff, but the titles are kind of accurate. I didn't call it Crouching Dragon. What the fuck does that mean? No, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I kind of named them after it. So if people are getting them more frequently, then I go the other way. But they're just not. I mean, Matt's first power after a season and a half. That's a ways.
Spend 1 pause on that.
So yeah, skill ups and stuff. And I'm going to end the recording part. Does anybody have anything to say to the people out in the non-fucking lands?
Fucking. That's hilarious. No, I have nothing good to say.
Do you want to tell Pete where that's all from and stuff while I'm still recording?
Well, I know where Lumsy's from. I know it's from the LARP stuff you guys used to do.
Yes. That is true.